Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty, or Nikki, whatever you prefer. And thank you all for joining me. Oh, do we have a show? Welcome to another episode of Diddy Did It. I'm just saying. Little Rod has amended his lawsuit again, and he is implementing not only Caresha Please, but 50 Cent baby mama, Daphne. Caresha, how you gonna be a mule in the house? I'm just saying. I thought you was a city girl. I thought you was a woman of, standard. Get in the bag. Not selling the cooler cat. Chill. So much. And also Diddy's victim from the 1999 Blicky in the club is pushing for the case to be reopened. The house of cards is falling down, Naughty Crew, and we gonna be here for every bit of it because quite frankly I could never stand Diddy. He was always suspect to me, especially with him trying to be a phony rapper. All right, but before we get into it, Naughty Crew, you know what I need y'all to do? Don't play with me. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Hit that like button. That's how YouTube knows that we're here. That's how we get into the algorithm. Share my content. Leave comments. Engage with the channel. Even if you want to hang out in the bushes, hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Just engage in the channel. Also, follow us on all our different social media platforms. All the social medias are scrolling below in my banner. Also, I did my due diligence this morning and put all the links in the chat. So please follow me. We on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Threads, you name it. We're there, okay? And I do a lot of my vlogging from my social media. Because YouTube, they real funny about music and stuff like that. And last but not least, well, not even last, but donations. Please support the channel. Donations are definitely appreciated. We accept cash apps, stickers, super chats, all that. All right. Every dollar helps. All the donations go towards me growing the channel, upgrading my equipment, subscriptions, and things like that. And it goes into my research. All right. And then if you want your hair wraps, your girl got to connect straight to the motherland. Okay. Straight from Nigeria, Ghana. We got some gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. They're also up on my social media. Please DM me on my Instagram and we'll set up a consultation. And I appreciate all my support thus far. Your girl's an entrepreneur. Okay. Yes. We a whole brand, the Naughty Love Movement. All right, I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I'm going to go ahead and drop this intro and give people a chance to load up in the room, and I'll be back with the show. Thumbs up this video. Yes. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, James. Good morning, Michelle. Love my naughty crew. They be riding with me in the morning. We love the morning rundown, right? Woo! First, we're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Absolutely, absolutely. We gotta go back so we can go forward. All right. It's been allegations out here about Diddy for decades. All right. And it's all been speculation up until this point. Um, Diddy has been creepy. His behavior has been creepy. Good morning, Lamina. I appreciate you joining me. He has been creepy. Let me remind you of the grooming episode that he had with Justin Bieber. We're gonna start there. It was weird. It was creepy. We're not gonna play the whole thing. Shout out to page 6 or whatever. But all these people are coming forward in support of Diddy. And I wonder if this was your child, would you be speaking the same way? Come on, Diddy, show us who you really are.
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Why can't you disclose what's going on, Diddy? Why you want to hang out with a 15-year-old? I'm just saying.
I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go buck full crazy.
Going crazy.
Buck full crazy. Y'all heard it.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 40.
Creepy, right, Naughty Crew? Creepy. Why you want to hang out with a 15-year-old so bad? And I'm going to get to Usher delivering him, okay? Okay? But let's not forget, after that whole encounter, another video has surfaced. And I guess Justin was traumatized after that 48 hours with Diddy. Did he do it? I'm just saying. And you see Brother Love. Brother Love showing the love. Here we go. Him pressuring Bieber.
Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me,
Why does grown man want to hang out with a kid so bad? Don't you got your own kids to hang out with? Weird.
They're all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? Naughty Crew is all.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Why you need Bieber number? So bad. Notice how he let in. You selling out arenas. Don't forget what you did so that you can sell out arenas. And then Justin went on to be on drugs real bad, okay? To the point he had to quit the industry. We got more, Naughty Crew. All right? So let's not forget, he was signed to Usher. Usher delivered him to Diddy, even though Usher wasn't willing to deliver his own kids to Diddy. Make that make sense. Let me take you back. Let's get into it, Naughty Crew. Here we go. Usher's own words. Y'all remember that Howard Stern interview? Shout out to Hip Hop DX.
Crazy thing. Now that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
Puffy Flavor Camp. Now Usher went through puberty when he first started out, and he was having issues with his voice. They were about to get rid of him. L.A. Reid's suggestion was to send them to Puffy Flavor Camp. All right, here we go.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor
some.
Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not. I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? Right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you saying?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And
What does a 13-year-old need to be hanging with a grown man for? Diddy is not even a singer. He's more of a producer than anything. Why would Usher need to go as a young boy to hang out with Diddy for like a year?
and I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say,
right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got.
All right. In this same interview, Usher, when Howard Stern asked him, "Would you send your sons to Diddy Flavor Camp?" his words were, "Hell no." So why would you send Bieber? Why would you send Bieber, Usher?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Okay. All right. But everybody out here windmilling. Tyrese. Y'all. Everybody out here don't kick the man when he down, even though he done kicked so many. Rob people of their careers and their virgin hoes. I'm just saying. Yes, please hit that like button. Please hit the like button. So I just wanted to give you guys a refresher. Who are we dealing with? Okay. Let me see. Who's in the chat? Yes. Yeah, Carol, because he doing evil things to them kids. Sound freaking crazy, right? Ooh, I believe it. Yes, Lamina, he doing the same thing to his sons. Yep. That boy haven't been right since. Good morning, Bree. Yes, good morning. That's right. Now we connecting the dots. That's why Usher had to go see Russell Simmons, because they are sending him a message so he don't get exposed. Chill. The rabbit hole goes deep, and we gonna dive in. Woo! Where do we begin? Okay. Up next on the chopping block, Caresha Please, girl. Little Rod has amended his lawsuit, and he's dropping more details. He's not playing with Diddy. Him and his lawyer, Blackburn, is it Blackburn? I forget his lawyer name, but they not playing, and they coming out full force. All right. So shout out to Gossip in the City. They dropped the amendments. We're not gonna read through the whole lawsuit, because YouTube don't pay me enough for all of that, and there's plenty of channels that have been reading the lawsuit verbatim. Okay. So this section of the lawsuit, sex workers in Mr. Jones' bed the morning after being drugged. All right. So on another occasion in Miami, Florida, on Thanksgiving night of 2022, this is recent, Mr. Combs and Mr. Jones and DeForester Taylor to enter the studio bathroom. He asked them for a $100 bill because he wanted them to do the cocaína with him. Mr. Jones was scared, but luckily he didn't have a $100 bill. Of course not, because Diddy like to keep his people broke. He the only one that can have money. So Mr. Combs waited a little later to do the cocaína with Young Miami, who is Caresha Please. Later that evening, he required Mr. Jones to solicit a SEX worker from Booby Trap on the river located at There's the address. And Mr. Jones did so. And Mr. Combs forced him to engage in unsolicited XCX acts with these workers. And, at the end of the day, okay, he came out with the lawsuit and everything. But do y'all think he should be charged too? He participated. He participated. Should he be immune? All right. Then another part of the lawsuit is when he named 50 Cent baby mama. Okay. And let me tell you, 50 ain't never liked the fact that Diddy was canoodling with his son's mother. So an excerpt of 197, Robin Greenhill, the accountant, will ensure the wiring, funds, transfer, and cash payments to the SEX workers. Frankie Santella, Moy Bwan, Brendan Paul, and KK will also be responsible for ensuring payments to the XCX workers in cash. Young Miami, Jade, Daphne Joy were paid a monthly fee to work as Mr. Combs' XCX workers and receive payment via wire transfer from Robin Greenhill, which outlined defendants' ongoing criminal operation. Caresha, girl, you in trouble. You could be in trouble, okay? And let me remind you, Caresha is part of the Yacht Girls. And we talked about this on my channel, the yacht community. That's another entity of the SCX trafficking ring. Child, the rabbit hole goes deep. So I take you to this clip. Shout out to Storm Monroe.
Where you know me from? I don't know. You don't remember? We went on, where did we go? We went on a trip. You remember where we went? No, it was like a group
Look
of
at JT.
us. I can't remember.
I know you. That's where I know you from. I know.
Where? You remember now? Oh, okay.
The Dubai
Right.
trip.
Well, now we're here. Girl, that was not what I was trying to talk about. Did you know it's the 50th day of hip hop? How you feeling?
Okay. She know her from the yachts. Is it all worth it? Girl. Is it all worth it?
Tell me some of the things that he would say to you.
And this is Diddy's ex-girl, new girl, who knows, when she interviewed with Tasha K. All right, and she talked about all type of abuses.
And at one point, like, I was breaking out really bad with acne, and he would be like, he said this a few times to me. He's like, baby, why don't you go see a doctor or something? I don't date women with bumps on their face.
Oh.
Yeah, he would say that to me.
All right, y'all got to go over to Tasha K to check out the full interview. She made a lot of allegations, but it's crazy because after this, she got back with him. He paid her off.
It got even worse. And
he was definitely abusive with her. It's out here. The evidence is out here speaking to the character of this man. Okay? But Young Miami, remember, she was bragging and going back and forth with her. What's her name? I can't think of her name. Is her name Regina? Yeah, Regina V. Her and Young Miami ended up in a Twitter war, right? And y'all remember, Young Miami tweeted, Puffy will order you to eat my... And she told her to get on her knees. She been snitching on Diddy for a minute. All right? So I'm not surprised to hear that Young Miami is being named. And this is why JT is backing up for her, I believe. Like, you're implicated in way too much. But, 50 has never, let's get on 50. He has never liked the fact that Diddy was canoodling with his baby mother. I'll bring you to this post first, all right? 50 Cent with a message to his youngest son after his baby mom, Daphne, was out with Diddy. These bees be crazy, smiling in my head. So 50 posted, oh, ish, that's your mommy over there with Puffy, LOL. Remember what I told you the other day? These bees be crazy, smiling in my head. Y'all remember this? And this is Daphne. I hate about my private life on social media, but I feel it needs to be addressed. I'm so tired of my narrative being what it is. I was in a 2-year relationship 10 plus years ago, and out of the relationship, God blessed me with a beautiful, healthy baby boy. Although my child's father and I parted ways, I shifted my focus on my son's well-being, being emotionally, spiritually, and everything in between. I've healed, privately matured. I've been closer to God than ever before and really appreciating this life. I just want to be happy and be left alone. We're all human and you never know where life can take you. I value and cherish anyone I bring into my life. And when I finally show a glimpse of my happiness, I feel I'm attacked for it. I'm so tired of defending my character, being prejudged and constantly being villainized. I'm not doing anything wrong and wish no ill to anyone. I just want to be happy. Thank God and God bless. Well, you ain't gonna find that happiness with Diddy. Girl, you end up in lawsuits. All right. So 50 has, and hence the reason why I feel like he is trolling Diddy so bad. All right. So next, that brings me to his response. To his son's mother being named in the lawsuit. Shout out to Neighborhood Talks for this. Off the hook. So 50 Cent reacts to his BM Daphne Joy being named as one of Diddy's SEX workers in latest lawsuit. So 50's posted, I didn't know you was a SEX worker. You little sexy worker. LOL. Yo, this ish is a movie. Which 50 is making a movie. All right, yeah, and shout out to this is from Double XL magazine. Young Miami, Daphne Joy, the mother of 50 Cent's son, I think it's Sire, are accused in a lawsuit of being Diddy's SEX workers. The two women, along with another named Jade Ramy, were allegedly paid a monthly fee. Child, the rabbit hole goes deep, and let's just say all things associated with Puffy. If you, child. Let me see what some of the comments are saying. No, Usher isn't Bieber's parent. Nope, he's not. Usher's playing very coy. I don't think. Well, Usher has never said anything up until that Howard Stern interview. I don't think he'll say anything. I mean, he may incriminate himself if he says something. Yep, Diddy and I'll Be Sure. And speaking of I'll Be Sure, he is speaking out and calling Quincy home. Okay, as you all know, they have a tumultuous relationship. Diddy ended up adopting Quincy, which is Kim Porter's oldest son. Torbe has spoken to this in the past, you know, how I'll Be Sure was a deadbeat. And it's because he got another woman pregnant while married to Kim, and he basically abandoned his responsibilities. And I've seen clippings of Quincy and I'll Be Sure hanging out as of late recently. And I think it was after I'll Be Sure came out of the hospital. But I'll Be Sure he is calling for Quincy to come home. Now, Quincy has been keeping a low profile, as he should. As he should. Hold on. But I'll Be Sure posted this morning on his feed. And I just think he's just calling to protect his son. I think they just need to have a one-on-one talk. So let me go to his regular post. Here we go. So this is what I'll Be Sure posted. He said, letter to my son, come home. The door is wide open. You're safe here, son. I love you, Pops. You're biological. I always felt like it was something sick and diabolical about Diddy adopting Quincy. I'm sorry. Just like I believe that Misa's son, I always confuse their name. I think his name is Justin. Do y'all believe that's his son? I believe that's Wolf's son. I'm sorry. Yeah, Little Rod ain't playing. Okay, Lamina, she feels that Lil Rod is most sent to roll on Diddy because Diddy has got out of line, so they has to get his attention. You think Caresha is a victim? And the link is pinned at the top if anybody wants to come up and sound off. Okay, good morning, Kim. She said they include folks, I believe, to apply pressure to corroborate and turn on the indicted. Ooh, word on the curb. Carol said it said Jay-Z is separating himself from Bey and the kids because he knows he's next. Hey, Essence, good morning. Yes, not my baby mama. Woo! James Phil, Diddy, and Nature Boy will soon be sharing the cell. Him and R. Kelly, I got him too. I don't believe that Diddy probably has some dirty contract for Quincy. I'll be sure was a deadbeat to all his children. James feel like that's Wolf's son. Hold on. Let me get the picture. He looked just like him. Here we go. This is Justin Combs. That's Misa, his mom. And this is Diddy's former bodyguard who ended up deleted. People just lose their lives around Diddy, boy. Y'all let me know who he looked more like, Wolf or Diddy? He looked more like Misa and Wolf. Good morning, Be More Shorty. I'm not saying I'll be sure is an amazing man either. I'm not saying any of these folks involved in the industry are amazing. They all creeps, if you ask me. All the way down to Dr. Dre. And that's what I'm saying. I'm side-eyeing 52 because when Dr. Dre got his star, who was behind him? Chow. Misa plus Wolf equals Justin. The rabbit hole goes deep, 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 Naughty Crew. Go deep. And I think all is being revealed. Okay, everybody agreed. They feel like Wolf and Diddy, Wolf and Justin look alike. They do. They look a lot alike. Say what you want. Ooh, child. This is a lot. Diddy, you are a lot. Okay. We also have who I'm gonna go to next. JT kind of responding to all these allegations about Caresha. Happy Thursday, Bianca. Let's see what she got to say, child. You know, people are posting, they said JT did not want to go back to jail. That's why she backed up, and I don't blame her. Shout out to Spiritual World for capturing that. The neighborhood, shout out to the neighborhood talk. I've been saving clips all night, y'all.
It's gonna take for a bitch to knock your teeth out one time. I'm just playing, babe.
Nobody ain't knocking my motherfucking teeth out, bitch. I don't even say that.
It's gonna take for a bitch to knock your teeth out one time.
Okay, so JT posted on Twitter. First of all, I was in the halfway house being DRUG tested. I went in. I explained this years ago. I never did the cocaine, and I never will. It actually destroyed my family. Y'all get on her making jokes about and giggles. Don't know people post, or I guess she meant to say past trauma. Stop playing with me, please. So that's where JT getting that ish from. Makes perfect sense now. Woo! Okay, so that's what she posted this first, and JT responded. So they trying to tie, but JT been doing her own thing. She been doing a good job trying to keep it separate. All right, Sleepy Joe, one hit wonder. He finally had something to say about the Diddy allegation. Remember in the beginning, he was like, I don't want nothing to do with it. Why would I tie myself? Well, now he tying himself. Come on, one hit wonder Joe. Let's go. Get up here. Come on.
You don't have no plausible deniability with Homeland at your house. You did something.
And with your private jet?
It's over for that best case scenario shit you're talking about. There is nothing to say that Puff is on the run, nor has he been charged with anything. So we want to be very clear in that.
True.
But we niggas. So, and we from where we from.
Mm-hmm.
So we look at this through that lens. And this is a wrap.
Yeah.
Not only is this a wrap, this is about to get much worse.
Yes.
It is.
This is about to get bad. I'm going to say that Puff is on.
I agree with him. This is only the tip of the iceberg. I think it's going to be more revealed. I think more celebrities are going to be exposed. And on that, Joe, Sleepy Joe, we agree. Okay? You finally got the guts to say something now that Homeland Security has stepped in. How convenient. It's 37 people watching. Please make sure you're hitting that like button. Your girl been doing research. Y'all let me know. Now I think Joe's response is safe. Okay? All right, let's now. Whack 100 got on the phone with R. Kelly, the other Pedialyte out here in these streets. R. Kelly, why can't you just do your time and shut up? Just shut up. Ain't nobody asked you, but what? Good morning, in my opinion. Oh my God. Shout out to his on site. Let's hear what this fool got to say from prison. This is the only country that allow inmates to have podcasts, social media. What's the point of doing time at this point? Okay, here we go.
That's all over the news. We see that. We watch that.
And what's crazy is, what I know, because we just been in this industry forever, is once they, and I hope they don't, but if they detain him, that's when all niggas, motherfuckers gonna be lining up with their hand in there. So I'm saying, man, see the bad part about him, this is what I don't understand about all this shit. Motherfucker, if there was a time, right, where this was a play, this was y'all party, this was y'all, nigga, like if you was a participant, right, and you're of legal age, I don't understand what all the hoopla all of a sudden is against the wheel. It's against the wheel. Man, so you done came back to 300 parties, motherfucker, against the wheel. All this shit, you got to damn near turn on your camera, let a motherfucker tell you who they is, put their ID up, let a motherfucker tell you where they at, because any given Sunday, right, when a motherfucker want to go bad, they can extort you or come with the accusations.
Man, that shit is crazy, man.
It's crazy.
That's why I say motherfuckers gonna be out there laughing and making comedian jokes and doing all that other shit on the radio and everything else, but they ass could be next. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so fucked up about it. It's so stupid. They so stupid they don't even realize the move that's going on. I mean, it's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
real
I mean,
shit.
that's why I don't believe none of the shit. I mean,
No, I
you tell me
told him
about
straight
Puffy,
up, bro.
you can tell me about anybody now. You can tell me on the news the weather is the sky's blue. I'm not gonna believe the shit, no, because I'm in it now. I know what they think.
Yeah, like, listen, I told when it first started with Cassie, I said, yo, nigga, this is stick-up move. If I was that nigga, I'd have just came out and said, hey, listen, these are my sexual preferences. Yes, I'm bi or whatever the fuck, and these motherfuckers been trying to extort me, and I'm tired of it. They know that I'm in the music industry, and boom, boom, boom. Nigga, they would have ate her up and still, but now they using that. They're using that against me. But now it's getting to a point to where, it's like, nigga, you gonna have to say something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
He
they
not,
take
but
the motherfuckers down.
he ain't fleed though. You know.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. They didn't raid it. You know, they ran up in his crib, but you know,
I saw that.
This how you know it's weak. You know, usually when they run up in a nigga house, they coming to get you too.
Yeah.
They look you. They still.
Shut up, Whack. Shut up. They executed a warrant. Period. That's it. They looking for evidence. I'm looking at him side eye too. This is a convicted Pedialyte. I remember the video going around of him peeing on that 14-year-old. And you want to sit up there and act like you still was set up, R. Kelly? You set yourself up. You still continued the same behavior when you got off the first time. And that's why you caught up now. Disgusting. Disgusting. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Shut the heck up, Wack. He is an informant. I don't care what nobody say. I went like, come on, don't nobody find it crazy that he canoodling with R. Kelly? Why you want to attach yourself to that? The evidence is out here. You gonna still act like this man is innocent? Like, get out of here. Well, speaking of inmates, you know Suge Knight had to chime in with his lying behind. Let's get it. Come on, Suge. It's all about the inmates. I hope y'all making nice room for Diddy in y'all cells. All you convicted felons, all you criminals out here, okay? Shout out to Hip Hop DX.
Interscope office is right across the hall. I walked in Jimmy's office. I didn't have to knock on the door or get somebody let Jimmy know Mr. Knight there. Walk right in. He do the same. Anyway, when he walked in my office, we was having a conversation. He overheard somebody say something he probably shouldn't have heard.
Look who there. Jimmy Levine, Dr. Dre. Jimmy Levine got a lawsuit against him right now too. We ain't heard nothing about it.
He wanted to holler at me. So I said, homies, give me a minute. Jimmy said, man, I'm here because Clyde Davis called me and him and Puffy is real tight and, you know, lovers. So I thought he was talking about like they got love for each other. All right. He said, yeah, they are lovers. I said, well, why you keep saying that? I said, look, you saying they lovers like they're sucking? He said, I don't want to say that, but that's what it means, right? I said, okay. He said, Clyde don't want nothing to happen to Puffy. He said, but this guy ain't going to be able to do his business because we know what he did. What they did. Office in Westwood. Interscope office
So
is
he's
right across the hall.
revealing that Clive Davis and Diddy were they all lovers, if you ask me, in the industry. They all lovers. Homie lover friends. Homie lover friends. Who's next? I wonder who is next. Yes, Clive Davis is who they want. Clive Davis is who they want. Who is next, Naughty Crew? I wonder who. Yes, the homie lover friends. Yes. The homie, the lover, and the friends. The butt buddies. They all get down. Governor said it. It's more of them that get down like that than you think. All right. So, with everything coming out, there's a lot being revealed, as you can see. Um, Also, in Lil Rod's lawsuit, he's alleging that Diddy has hidden cameras everywhere. That's what he uses to extort these celebrities when he wants to get his way. All right. The same playbook as Epstein. He did the same thing. Why you think Epstein was a billionaire? He was blackmailing all these politicians, the royals. He was blackmailing all of them. Diddy followed the same formula. Diddy was on Epstein Island. Stop playing. But y'all want to be out here windmilling? Y'all want to be out here windmilling? Y'all better back up. But let me tell you, pay attention to who's silent right now. That's what's key. That's what's important. Forget about all these people clout chasing right now off the situation. But he had hidden cameras everywhere in the lawsuit they listed. So Mr. Combs had hidden cameras in every room of his home, has recordings of several celebrities, artists, music label executives, athletes engaging in illegal activity. These individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent. Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person who has attended his freak off parties and his house parties. In the words of Cat Williams, you got to tell Diddy no. You got to tell Diddy no. Because he be wanting to party. Cat Williams said it. Cat Williams said it. So on the tail end of that, we discussed here, Naughty Crew, the 1999 Blicky incident that Puffy and Shine and J-Lo were involved in. They were all arrested. Puffy got off, J-Lo got off, Shine did 10 years, okay? Recently, the victim came out and spoke out and said she named Diddy as a witness. She saw him do it. And he was in all the politicians' the NYPD's pockets. They shifted the whole narrative. Well, she is pushing to get her case reopened, okay? Her name is Natanya Rubin. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for this.
Yeah, and you have said since really right after the shooting that it was P. Diddy who shot you. I mean, I think you even said it to the doctor that night, right?
I said it immediately. I literally watched them pull out the guns. I've had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sake, I got shot in my nose. I was facing them directly. I watched everything occur and have described it, vehemently to all parties involved. I think in our society, we have respectability politics. There are people who want to be adjacent to power or celebrity or money, and there's a hierarchy of respectability. Because his name was more notable, he was believed rather than a victim who gave a first-hand account. By the grace of God, I survived.
Yeah, and this was also a different time. I mean, things were very, very different in 1999. I mean, did you sense right from the beginning that no one believed you?
Well, I don't think that was on my mind. I think first and foremost, I'm a mother. I'm a mother of 3. At the time, I was a mother of 2. And just surviving and getting home to my children was of the utmost importance to me. Being whole and being able to mother them. That was, primary on my list. I didn't have any reason to believe that to think that someone would not believe me. But as things unfolded, it was a very short period of time where I realized that's what in fact was happening.
So as I mentioned, Diddy has denied being the one who pulled the trigger. But this is interesting, Natanya. Rodney Jones, also known as Little Rod, is now suing Diddy for sexual harassment. That's something that's been in the headlines for the last couple of days. And there's a very interesting quote from his lawsuit that relates back to you that I want to read because it sort of ties all of this together. And it says, Jones claims in the lawsuit, Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for the shooting in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shine. He shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation with another individual. So now you have Little Rod in this new lawsuit saying that Diddy told him that he actually was responsible. I mean, what did you think when you read that?
Well, I was incensed for a number of reasons. First and foremost, for the past quarter of a century, he's vehemently denied that he was responsible, even though I knew wholeheartedly, and as so many others who were in the club that night, we all knew he was responsible. A lot of people were afraid for their safety, justifiably so. I mean, the history that has occurred in the last 25 years proves that they were justified in being afraid. But I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid because I still bear I have 9 bullet fragments remaining in my face. So when I saw that count 128, that's actually count 128 of the lawsuit. When I saw that on a podcast that was analyzing all of the counts, I knew I had to speak. I had no intention of going viral. I was just getting it out of me. I have a mantra, having my say. There was a time a few years ago where I had a talk radio show called Having My Say. And that's very important to me. I believe everyone is entitled to have their say. Far too often we don't hear people or listen. And so I just wanted to get it out of me because it was like an audible, deep breath that I needed to take. And I made the TikTok video not expecting it to go viral. Went to pick up my daughter, came back home, and she's like, and I literally told her, I'm like, well, you're probably going to see it tomorrow. I made a video on TikTok. Maybe 100 people will see it. By the time we got home, she said, Mommy, it was 70,000 people. And I could not believe it. But it was time. It was time for me to speak. I'd stayed quiet for 25 years. It was my time to speak.
Yeah, we don't know yet what's going to happen with the P. Diddy situation. Obviously, again, he hasn't been arrested. There's clearly a very big federal investigation happening now. But I'm thinking back to other cases, R. Kelly, Jeffrey Epstein. When they started to dig, all sorts of stuff came to the surface. They reopened old investigations. Would you like to see the investigation involving you getting shot at that club be reopened?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The irony is there was a grand jury. We all had to go and speak at the grand jury. J-Lo testified at the grand jury, as did many other people. It needs to be reopened because if that is in fact the case, she carried the gun in and she lied to the grand jury. It needs to be reopened. My shooting, ironically, the night I went into the club, I had a comb in my pocketbook called a rat tail comb. People in the beauty industry or people that use that type of comb would be all too familiar. It's just a comb. It can't do anything to harm anyone. And I had the very security officer who lied during the trial, Sharice, I forget her last name, but she literally took it from me and kind of pushed me like, you can't take this thing. This is a weapon. To let other people in with guns. If someone had combed me 24 years ago, I'd be fine. You wouldn't even know my name. But having been shot by someone that was allowed to come into the gun when I couldn't bring in a comb, I would absolutely unequivocally like the case reopened. It needs to be reopened. And the saddest part for me is, had people taken what I said more seriously and listened more intently, 24 years worth of people probably would not have had to suffer.
Yeah, and I ask you this respectfully, just because I think people at home might be wondering, and I've never been shot. I can't imagine what that's like. But, you know, in the chaos of that moment, and it's a club and there's people all around, like, how can you be sure that it was actually P. Diddy?
Because I watched I was standing by the front door. I watched the entire thing out. I had no reason to believe that it would escalate to a shooting. It was just male machismo and bravado at first. A lot of pushing and shoving, raised voices, hands. But then I saw them reach in their waist and draw from their hip. And I knew. I instantly turned to my friends and told them, be careful, watch out. And when I turned back, I know, and I've said over and over, I've heard the voice of God said, you are about to be hit. Calm down. And as I said no, I looked straight forward ahead and I watched the muzzle flash from both of their guns and I felt the impact to my face instantly.
Wow.
There's no doubt in my mind who shot me.
Yeah, and you have said since really right after the shooting.
She's pushing for her case to be reopened. Puffy has been away with stuff for years. Let me see what someone, and I saw your comment, Couture Bay, and I pulled up ABC News, her old testimony. Let's see what they got to say. So ABC News reported, and this article is from February 5th of 2001, 1 year after the whole incident. So the victim, I saw Shine and Puffy with blickies. All right. So February 5th, Natanya Rubin testified today that she saw blickies in the hands of rap artists Sean Puffy Combs and Jamal Shine Barrow in the moments before she was blickied in the Manhattan nightclub. She recalled the frantic moments before the 1999 papowing inside Club New York, telling jurors that both men fired weapons. She's saying both of them did, not just Shine. All right. The incident left her with 7 bullet fragments lodged in her head. I blinked, and when I opened my eyes up, I just felt like a sledgehammer hit my face, said Rubin, 30 years old. One of 3 people wounded in the papowing. So blood began pouring out my face, she said. I just looked up to the sky and I said, oh God, don't take me. I heard bam, bam. So Rubin was the second papowing victim to testify for the prosecution in New York Supreme Court in Manhattan. Combs, 31, faces blicky and bribery charges, which he denies. His protege Burroughs, 21, faces 3 counts of attempted M-word murder. A third defendant, Combs' bodyguard, Anthony Wolf Jones, who is now deleted. I showed y'all the picture earlier. Who's presumed to be Justin Combs' father. Is being tried along with them on weapons possessions and bribery charges. Rubin owned a beauty salon at the time of the papowing and was an inspiring singer who occasionally hung out at the Times Square nightclub. Okay. So just before she was papowed, she recalled Burrow and Combs were involved in a fight with other men. I saw his, Combs, arms coming up with a black blicky, she said. Second later, I heard bam, bam. In the days, Rubin was trampled as clubgoer ran for cover. There was a lot of chaos and people were falling on top of me, she said. After the papowing, she spent 5 weeks in a hospital with just one of the bullet fragments removed from her head. Doctors tell her they cannot risk removing the remaining bullet fragments, and she now complains of headaches and seizures. She has filed a separate lawsuit against the 3 defendants, including a $150 million complaint against Combs. Rubin is the first witness to testify that Combs, a Grammy winning performer and producer, fired a blicky in the nightclub. Okay, so that's according to ABC News. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. All right, so I hope she can get justice. I doubt. I don't know what y'all think, Naughty Crew. Let me see what the comments are saying. The link is pinned to the top if anybody wants to come up and sound off. Okay. Jay is tied to R. Kelly. When the block got hot, he ran so he can't get named. Stop saying Jay is next, because if Diddy won't to roll on Jay, he would have people learn how to read because Diddy is dropped. Yes, please thumbs up this video. Yes, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, Clive Davis, Jimmy, Irvine, Quincy Jones, the Rat Pack. Yes. He was doing a Hugh Hefner. He a part of the Creep Squad too. There's a whole Peacock documentary on the Playboy Mansion. Okay. Ooh, Be More Shorty. Good point. No, Naomi Campbell is awful quiet. She was a lot of those Diddy parties. You know, that was Diddy's sis and swirling partner. Good morning, Kim. Welcome to the stage.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I wanted to say that I'm like, oh Jesus, I done came out here. How did I do that? Oh, here, wait a minute, I hit the wrong thing. Okay, so I just wanted to say that when the fact of Caresha and some of those other people that's named, I'm not going to say that they don't have anything to do with it, but I believe that sometimes or oftentimes when they name these people, that in all actuality, what they're trying to do is get to apply pressure to those people so they can have an airtight case, and those people can turn on the person. On the defendant, okay? And I think they're trying to get people to turn on Diddy.
Yes. They trying to get witnesses.
And get an airtight case.
Exactly. Because you know when the feds come, they want to make sure they win.
They do. They do. So they start naming every damn body because they get everybody on the block scared and all the rest of that stuff. And you know what happens when you get scared? You start singing, okay?
Well, it's working because people are coming out, Kim. Diddy's former backup dancer, she came out and spoke out briefly, and she basically gave the segue for the feds to contact her. Shout out to It's On Site. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You know, we all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it. And I probably will never tell it. But since then, I've been like, yep. And I also am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. And mind you, I then interviewed him many times. I have a lot of stories, y'all. I've been in Hollywood for 25 years, maybe longer, 30. I got a lot of stories. Unfortunately, maybe I'll write a book one day, but it just is so traumatizing that women just want to live every day and feel safe. And when we revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why didn't you say something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy, and we really want to forget the trauma. So there's that. Oh, yeah. You know, we all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories.
Okay. Hold on. I got another clip of her. Was she saying, if anybody needs me, let me know. Oh my God. But people are coming out the woodwork, and this is what the feds wanted. They wanted people to get comfortable enough. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for this clip. They want to feel like they could be safe because, quite frankly, I believe, and this is my opinion, Diddy is a dangerous person. Oh, this won't come up. There we go. So she went on here.
Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it. And I probably will never tell it. But since then, I've been like, yep. And I also am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. And mind you, I then interviewed him many times. I have a lot of stories, y'all. I've been in Hollywood for 25 years, maybe longer, 30. I got a lot of stories. Unfortunately, maybe I'll write a book one day, but it just is so traumatizing that women just want to live every day and feel safe. And when we revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why didn't you say something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy, and we really want to forget the trauma. So there's that. You know,
Okay, so she goes on the post. She said, "Oh yeah, women hold a lot in order to function every day in a man's world. Unfortunately, compartmentalization out pain and carry on. We utilize the experience as a lesson and move differently. If I told my story in 1996, then what? I just knew to avoid him at all costs. Yes, I danced for him and kept my space. I was on the Vote or Die airplane and kept my space. I interviewed him for his projects and kept my space. Nothing that is happening is surprising. Ladies, keep space to heal and move on is key. Gathering to incriminate is goals. But in this wild world with a broke ass system, and that's how I feel, our justice system is broken. All right. Our healing is priority. Shame on all those men that let this continue. Okay, all the people that was complicit, the good old boys club. Shame on me, maybe for prioritizing my mental health, some would say. But after working in a place that snatches souls, mine is intact and of the light. I saved myself. Now, if someone needs me to pile on my story, give me a call. But I think Cassie's got it. All right, Kim, what you think about that?
I would agree with her because for one of the first basic instinct of humans, okay, is survival. So you got to survive. And when she said, "I just want to live," I think that was a double entendre. She didn't mean just live her life in peace. She meant to exist as well, because we all know what he does. Okay. I don't believe he likes women. I believe he uses them as he sees fit. And so when it comes down to women, they're truly expendable. Okay. Look at Kim Porter. So I agree with her. You know what I mean? And then you can, if God, my grandmother always used to say, is that, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. She said, and if you live your life right, the people that do wrong to you, you will live to witness the retribution that they will receive. And I think that she is. And now she's in the safe space to be able to come forth. Now, this is the only thing I hope. I hope that these women that are coming forth are the Monica Lewinskys of the world. And they say they evidence, okay? They got some evidence. I just don't come out here and be talking. Get them. If you're going to get them, wrap them up tight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Good morning, Jews. Good morning, Juby Buggin. Thank y'all for joining. Couture Bay said, shame on her too. She said, because all of them allowed him to be able to make billions and do this to others. All right. Carol says, I agree with her. You have to protect your mental or the world will eat you up.
Well, she could have came out, but then she might not have been here to be able to tell the story. I mean,
Exactly. I mean,
So,
this
I
man
mean, you
is
gotta-
ruthless. Look how many people disappear. All right. Kim Porter's family is pushing to have her case reopened. The original coroner's report stated y'all fill in the rest. Okay. They found substances in her bloodstream. And Diddy didn't like that, so he fired the coroner, right? All of a sudden, the coroner ends up unalive. This is the coroner to the stars. He did Michael Jackson. He did Brittany Murphy. Okay?
Yeah, so I mean, we can sit up here and say that, but you want to live another day. You know what I mean? And you'll be able to get him. Sometimes you got to sit and wait. You know what I mean? I'm just going to say this: when people in wars, okay, they don't always go on the attack. They plot that stuff, they strategize, and then they do it. So it's not like they always attack. And first off, sometimes you got to do strategy. So I understand it. You know what I mean? I really do. Because I'm trying to, maybe she wasn't ready to meet Jesus at the time. Okay.
Exactly.
She might not have been. And then we all know if Kim Porter had all them substances, what are all the common denominator with a lot of these stories that you're hearing about him and his parties, that people were drugged. Okay. That one guy that had recorded him and so-called allegedly him and Meek Mill, he said that the party was weird because all of a sudden everybody started falling out and all the rest of them. He said it was like they were drugged or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He said, but it wasn't him because he wasn't drinking or something at the time or whatever it was. So, I'm just saying, I believe it.
Mm-hmm. And here is a timeline of all the women he affected through the years with his alleged abuses. And I just want to put a disclaimer out there. Diddy has not been criminally charged.
Yes.
Right? All of this is allegations. And this all falls under fair use commentary. Shout out to Page 6. They did a timeline of all the women Diddy has been with. And to me, when you see a man womanizing, to me, they have a hatred for women. And I think it comes from Mama Combs, okay? Her being a madam. Where do you think he got all these salacious ideas? How do you think he justified this in his head to be able to treat people like this? You know, this is him. This is his first child's mother, Misa Hilton, allegedly. Okay. Kim Porter, J-Lo, Naomi Campbell, Sarah Chapman, who was Tupac's ex. He loved dating people exes, even his sons. Okay. Cassie, Cameron Diaz, Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey been real quiet, y'all. You got Young Miami and Gina Hunn. All right. And then the last baby mama, Dana Tran. Yes. So I mean, the rabbit hole goes deep, Naughty Crew. I'm definitely keep my foot on this story because I ain't never liked Diddy, okay? But they finding resurfaced clips of Young Miami telling on herself. Shout out to Morning Juice Box. Okay, I ain't never snitch on you. I won't never snitch on you, daddy. I hold the brick for you, daddy. Her words. You know how they like to use lyrics now. You know how they like to use lyrics in court now. Oops, sorry, I forgot to share with you guys. Here we go. So, some of the things I'm interested to see.
I never snitch on you, daddy. Never. I hold a brick for you, daddy. Splash on a bitch for you, daddy.
Okay? Those Young Miami rap lyrics. You know how they love to use that now. They Young Thug is currently on trial, and Fannie Willis is using his lyrics against him. And it's just like, be careful who you associate yourself with. Be careful who you attach yourself with. And I'm telling you, in watching Diddy through the years, nothing comes good of the relationship with him. He love bombs you in the beginning to rob you in the end. Let me dig into these comments. Hey, Great T, thank you for joining. Yes, Lorianne Gibson too. But the problem is everybody complacent as long as they getting paid, right? So Lorianne Gibson was done wrong by Diddy, just like everyone else who has come into existence in the Diddy world. He has been terrorizing people for decades. Yes, Michelle GM, all of this is definitely sickening. But silence creates more victims. Okay, Couture Bay says she feels like when you protect people, then come out and say something, it's complicit bias. Hey, Great T, thank you for joining. Love your channel. Love all of y'all channels. All right, let me see. Yes, please make sure y'all liking this video. Okay, your girl been doing research and putting these stories together. I got more for y'all, but I need y'all to hit that like button. Hey, Juice. Hope you enjoying your vacay. This man has so much money, a billionaire. Why the heck was he not happy just being rich? Dang, all the wealth used for evil. And that's my biggest gripe with Diddy. The fact that you got up here to this status, which is so hard for us to do. And the first thing you do is exploit your own people.
Well, that goes to that scripture. What they say about a rich man getting to heaven and with like an elephant through eye of a needle. Okay, because basically what it is alluding to the fact that that money, that all that corrupts them. Okay.
I don't think Justin is his son either. I think that's Wolf's son. Like I said, notice who's quiet. The Steve Harveys of the world. But Essie Berry got that. I'm gonna let Essie Berry and Storm Monroe handle Steve Harvey. They got that. Oh, Yachty wrote them lyrics. Hey, Bree. Bree coming through with the facts. Yes, please share this live. Your girl been doing work. I've been putting a lot more effort into my commentary and things like that, because I want my brand to grow. Hey, McClurch, thank you for joining. in my opinion, says when you have to pick between your life and speak out, that could be hard. It's facts. 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 Ooh, child. All right. So who else we got speaking out? So many people are speaking out, y'all. Let's get into who's Tyrese decided to come out after he made a cold fool of himself, double chalking out both sides of his neck. All right, this dude, he's a hot mess. Let's hear what Tyrese got to say, y'all. You know, fair use commentary over here. Every point of view are welcome, but I want to hear what my naughty crew got to say about it, and then we're going to get into Uncle Luke. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk.
Now it seems like there's so much wild shit coming across our timelines that we just don't care anymore. We don't care. So I don't want anyone to confuse me last night before I went to sleep, I was praying. I found myself praying for these kids. I was thinking about Justin and Christian Combs and thinking about the twins who go to school with my daughter. My daughter and his twins have been at pretty much every birthday party. And then I'm just thinking to myself, see, a lot of people will go after Diddy, beat him down for whatever he's either did or being accused of, allegedly. And then it's all about him, right? And I was thinking about the family. I was thinking about the kids. I was thinking about, now it seems like there's so much the stress of yesterday. I went home and all of a sudden I'm in handcuffs at the house. It's just trying my best to see things through the lens of the kids, not just him specifically. And then I wanted him to know, irregardless of what he's being accused of and going through, as Minister Louis Farrakhan said, when a man is down, don't laugh at him. Don't make a mockery of him. Don't beat him down. Don't beat him down with your words. You don't have to agree with what somebody did. You don't have to even want to be associated with what somebody did. But everybody deserves prayer. The stress of yesterday, I went.
All right, and this was his original statement that he came out with. This is my thing. Diddy has violated so many people through the years. And this is his time. He's got to pay the piper. Hey Bree, welcome to the panel.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining.
I just wanted to give my 2 cents. Y'all, please get these likes up. Naughty Love is growing to 10,000 subscribers. So in order to do that, y'all have to share this video. Y'all have to like this video. Y'all have to subscribe. Send this in the back chats or whatever. I feel like this. I love me a good scandal. I've been saying that since the beginning. But I want the receipts. Everybody says they have all this proof. Then show us the proof. You know, Homeland Security say they got proof. Then show us the proof. Show us the money. Okay? Show us the money because it's given they don't have no case. When they went after Jeffrey Epstein, there was proof. I remember the proof because I saw the pictures. And it wasn't no regular pictures. These were explicit pictures that got leaked for like 10 minutes. And then they went to his New York home and got all that evidence, and then everything else just came off the internet. So if they really got proof like they claim they do, leak something. Show us something. Because I'm sorry.
Show me the money.
I'm sorry. I'm so sick and tired of the conspiracy theories. They trying to piecemeal something. I'm not doing the job for the FBI, the CIA, the DEA, Homeland Security. If he's guilty, then show us why he's guilty. If he's been knocking the girls between the washer and dryer, where is the picture? Everybody has a picture. You know how I know they have a picture? Because when Dr. Dre went after D, she has proof of that because she went to the police. He has a police report and the police did nothing. They did nothing. That's why I believed her. And then Dr. Dre apologized to her. Michelle had pictures
Mm-hmm.
of her black eyes. So
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, y'all want us to turn, y'all want us to believe this person is this criminal. Y'all want us to get out of all that. Show us the proof. All these dancers, all these little rods, they're not showing us anything. It's given, I want money because I know you in trouble. Pay me. And I'm not against that. Get your money, get paid for your pain. But a lot of these people are complicit. They wouldn't have said anything had he continued to cut the check. And that's what I'm talking about. They don't
The
want this
hush
stuff.
money of it all, right?
Yeah, they don't want this stuff to end, because somebody who wants it to end, they would be out here like Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day has been from the beginning, right? But she hasn't even shown us proof. She just simply said, I don't like him. This is what it is. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else just been silent, looking away. Oh, look outside. The birds is chirping. I don't like that. And that's what pisses me off about the inner circles of Hollywood, because either he's guilty or he's not, or y'all
But I want to
fishing.
ask you a question, because you make a valid point there. I mean, that's a valid point, true enough. But at this stage, at this stage of the game, with him being indicted, let's say that now he's good. They capture him. Once that happens, is anybody really able to sue his estate or sue him?
Yes.
So
Jesse
how does that happen?
Epstein
Because
just
usually
ended
they
it with
freeze
a
all the
with his
funds.
estate.
Because usually the feds and stuff, they freeze all the funds. They lock it down where you can't get anything. So I'm just curious how that will happen.
No, you can
So
still sue.
you could still sue. And I was watching Nancy Grace last night, her
Uh-huh.
channel, and she
Mm-hmm.
had a bunch of law experts up there. They said it's not looking good. Y'all got to go check out her video from last night.
Mm-hmm.
This is just by them executing that warrant. See now, because remember the governor said she sees something happening in the March and also August. So now that they gathered that evidence off of the warrants, they have to now comb through that evidence and put together a case so that they can get an indictment. So that's why I think the governess is right when she says something's going down in August. We're gonna have to chill for a minute, Naughty Crew. All right. They gotta finger through all that evidence and put it together to make the case.
Okay, well, maybe I should rephrase my question. You can always sue, even if you have a frivolous issue or a case. Okay, you can always sue. Now, whether or not you win is a different thing. So, I guess what I'm saying is that at this stage, with them coming out, I mean, what are they really? What do they really stand to get? You know what I mean? Now, Katura, I understand exactly what you're saying, because I am a person that has the courage of my conviction. Okay. And I don't, just lay down for anything at all. But I'm going to tell you, everybody got their limits. If my life's in danger, I think that I'm just going to wait for a better day. I'm not going to lie. Now I'm just going to wait for a better day. I'm going to have to lay in the cut and wait on him. But I understand what you're saying. And a lot of these people are opportunists, and especially the ones that maybe weren't even victims per se, but witnessed it. They could have came out. But I think that people knew that he was so dastardly that they were afraid to.
No, and that's, I don't have an issue with that. What I'm saying is, right, you can sue and all this stuff, but they don't want to tell. And the people who are in fear of their life, you think now is better, now that he's amassed amazing power. He's tied to the British royal family. Fox News reported that. Fox News reported how the British monarch is a multi-trillion-dollar entity, and he's tied to it. Not just because he got Prince Harry and Prince Charles over there and they was hanging out, and people want to believe, oh, they only hung out once. No. Check the pictures. They've been hanging out. They've been canoodling. That's how he got to the Diego brand.
Okay, I see a little more clearly what you're saying. So you're talking about these people who are going out to sue and they won't say anything, because a lot of times when they are suing, you're absolutely right. They're not divulging anything. And matter of fact, it's like a gag order. If I give you this money, you got to shut up. So now I understand what you're saying.
It's not even about shutting up. It's the fact that they won't go to the police, didn't go to the police, but they're talking about, oh, it was so traumatizing. I just feel like they're adding gas to the fuel. They're not really here to help. They don't care about victims, because
Oh, they're just the instigators, is what you're
yeah,
saying.
because they're serving
Okay.
a new predator boss,
Okay, I
i.e.
get what you're saying. So if
Cassie.
you didn't say anything, then shut up now.
No, I feel they should be able to talk. You know, it's America. But when they say, "Oh, I was in fear of my life," but then they're surrounded by predators, Cassie, I'm on your neck, Miss Mamas, because she was out there. If you know anything about the fashion world, look who she was hanging out with.
No, don't.
That's why I get upset, because we like to, oh, she's such a victim, blah blah blah, but you hanging out with predators, people who have been known to do things to people
Well, yeah,
publicly.
I've never really thought that she was a victim. And I'm going to tell you, and I feel sorry for the lady who got shot. But when I was listening to that story, this is the kind of person I am. If I see trouble on the horizon, it ain't even got to be in my face. If I see it down the road, like you see a storm brewing, I get out. You know what I mean? So as soon as I see something crazy getting ready to happen, or my spirit feel unsettled, I'm done. So I don't know how those people I don't see him as a victim. I can identify with them because I'm empathetic, but that wouldn't be me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, let me welcome Juice to the panel. I'm sorry, ladies. Hey, Juice.
Hey,
Hey, beautiful ladies. Hey. So glad to be here. Listen, was reminding you guys that we have this same panel that's on the screen here that's going to be Sunday. We're all going to be on our channels celebrating and honoring women.
Yes.
I'm
And
excited for that.
Me too.
I am so excited too. I wanted to chime in real quick. I get what Couture Bay is saying because I agree with her that we have to be able to voice if somebody does something to me that I feel is inappropriate and there's money involved. You have to determine, okay, are you going to continue to just receive the money, or do you want to protect the girl that's coming down the street? And a lot of times people choose the money and they just stay silent. But I also understand Kim's point where sometimes people are fearing for their own very life. But we have to have some brave enough women that will stand up and say, listen, I'm going to do what I can and try my best to protect myself as well. But I also don't want others to continue in this. Now, I do like I think the announcer or the other lady that you had, Nani, that she said that she's gonna write a book or something. And I'm like, girl, I'm like agree with you, Couture Bay. Don't write the book. Just, tell us something right now. But I think that if we continue to stay silent, it causes that person to think they can continue to get away with it. Like everybody was talking about the Harvey Weinstein's, stuff like that. A lot of these people did this because they just stayed in this because of the money. Diddy has so much money and so much power, and a lot of it was created because people kept silent. So when are we going to start really protecting each other and not let it be the focus of the money and the wealth? And it's not just women. I'm hearing that as men also. When are we going to stop doing this? When are we going to stop letting the money be the
We gotta
driving
change the
force?
cycle. We gotta change the narrative, and that's what I want to change. The conversation, Juice, as to don't give in to the victimization. Speak up. Silence creates more victims. And
Right.
had he been stopped years ago from when he laid hands on Misa, the first child's mother, she could have saved a lot of pain for a lot of women through the years. The industry, to me, cultivated this monster. Please do not get me misunderstood. The industry cultivated this monster called Diddy.
Yes, it did, because in order for someone to say Misa got beat under the car, you know what I'm saying?
You were there.
You was there, and then my next thing is y'all didn't go to the police because you took the money, and that's the problem, and that's why I always say I feel like they're all victims. If Cassie is a victim, then they all victims, right? Because the family ties is what really gets these people caught up in the mess. A lot of these people would not be doing the stuff they're doing had they not feel like they owe their parents something. Oh, I got to take care of my family. That's why I say I take care of me. If I'm good, then I have no problem helping others. But if I got to put myself in certain situations, because when I read those documents, Young Miami is not some Maxine Jazine
Maxwell.
KK is his manager. That lady was pumping them girls with the party favors, had them girls in and out, paying them. And what was Young Miami doing with that money? Making sure that her sister and brother were taken care of. They go to the best schools in America. They're not even in the industry. That tells you she put a lot on her back. So I always look at why are these people doing certain things, and I feel like it honestly, Young Miami's been telling us what's going on, and people just ignore her. So she just had to accept reality because they think she's dumb and she's money hungry. But she's like, look, I have to do this. I got to take care of these kids. I was taking care of my sister and brother. My parents locked up. So it is what it is. He found the marks. He found easy marks. If you look at all of them, Daphne Joy, an easy mark. 50 Cent ain't paying them baby mamas. The first baby mama told us how it goes down over there. So we already know what's tea. He cares about victims, but your baby mama is out here being pimped out by your op. And you making fun of her. Some king. Some king. He got that Dr. Dre spirit too. So I don't
told
even
you,
know.
I'm sorry. How 50, he was standing behind Dr. J when he got that star. I don't understand it. Make it
Listen,
make
I
sense.
understand it. His first baby on fire while they
Ooh.
was in there. How did that happen? How did that happen, 50 Cent? He not fooling me. That man is mentally disturbed. He don't care about victims, because if he cared about victims, the moment he found out his baby mother was over there with Diddy, he would have been screaming from the rooftops. Something. He don't care. He's letting the industry know, I can be your next NIGGA because I know y'all need one. It's too easy. 50 Cent been crying about how he plays ball. No, you talk too much. That's why they won't let you in. It's just weird to me. I don't know. I just think this entire thing, I want the proof. I want the proof so that way we can lock him up. I don't believe in conspiracies and let's see. I'm not doing the job for the Alphabet Boys. Y'all get paid way too handsomely, and we've seen y'all waste funds on our people who weren't even guilty, never been guilty, didn't even have a criminal record, and y'all followed them to the end of their time and set them up. So do your job, get to work, and stop using black media so that way you can find out like, oh, let's go here, let's go here. Absolutely not. You won't get that type of time from me, but I'm ready for Sunday to celebrate women, unlike these
Yes, I
men
love
and
it. I
women.
think it's gonna be a great, great, great show. I love all of these ladies up here on my panel. They've been here from my day ones, and so Couture, she came later, but she always promoted me, so I'm always like grateful and loyal to her. But y'all know I love to support all of the content creators. I'll be around supporting everybody, whether I could catch you on the replay or not. So I'm excited for the show. But look at Great T News. He said that's why I don't trust Gene Dill. Now AT2 had a show about this yesterday.
Okay, and I
So
don't
Great
trust it either.
He let a lot of stuff slide and talking now like he has some sort of moral compass. F him. Now Gene Dill has spoken to, alluded to Usher being sent to the hospital and things like that.
And why
Like,
are we telling other people's story? Like that's it, and that's my thing. If the people don't want to come out and tell their story, you telling their story is not going to force them to tell. All
that's
it's going
not
to
true.
do is force them to protect the person. And that's why I have an issue, because when it was going down, did you go to the police? Did you go to the feds? Did you say, hey, this man is doing stuff? Did you go be a informant for the betterment of the society? No. No, that's my issue with all of them. Lock them all up. Nobody is innocent. Lock them up. Everybody who wants to talk, put them in the prison. And to Miss Mamas who got pow-powed in the face, like I said, you got on that stand and then say this man did it. And I knew I was right. And when it all came out, she was like, I'm happy justice was served when Shine was put in prison. So, girl, they're not opening that case up for you.
I don't think they're gonna open it either. But I just in my opinion, says no one wants to go through what all these people went through. I blame the people who have protected him all of these decades. Exactly. Diddy couldn't do it by himself, just like R. Kelly couldn't do it by himself. And that's why I feel like it's gonna be more than just Diddy going to jail. Y'all let me know what y'all closing thoughts are. We'll start with Kim.
Again, I'm keep saying the same thing. I'm just here with my popcorn.
Well, look, Kim, you know from the very beginning, and even Logic Curves, I've been calling this out before it even came out. Before the
Oh
whole
yeah, like I said, when you and especially the Rico part, you've been calling that out from the giddy up.
it's coming. Juice, what are your closing thoughts?
I have to say this because some of the stories that I've been seeing lately also are about women who are selling their bodies for him to make income for him allegedly. I want to say this: sometimes you can't be after that dirty money, and then later on want to cry victim. You allowed yourself to be in that. And I know a lot of people say, I had to do it. I had to do this. I needed this. I needed it. Listen, Walmart, Target, Marshall, all of them, they still open. They still accepting applications. I know a lot of people may not want to do those jobs because they feel like the money is slow. But get this, the money is good and the money is safe. So you have to be careful about the choices that we make in life, the fast money, the things that you really feel shameful about when you do them, because eventually it's going to come around and it eventually will end. So be cautious about that stuff. I know a lot of these women probably wanted to have nice, decent lives and not have to continue to live and do these type of things. But once you choose it, it's just like a gang. It's hard to get out. It's
I
hard to get
so
out.
agree.
And it
Not all
comes
money
with
is good money.
right, and it comes with so much complications and backlash that once that backlash swings back around, it's that money is not even worth it. So we have to start teaching people to not devalue themselves. We have to start teaching women to understand that you don't have to be the one that's carrying out around the Gucci bag. Your Target bag is just as good. Walk with some pride, walk with some self-worth, and understand that you don't have to be a market for somebody else to do with their dirt that they want to do. Get yourself cleaned up and learn how to shine, ladies. And a label and a tag and a name brand does not make you shine. Self-worth makes you shine.
Yes, and that's what we promote on a regular basis on our women's panels. I know Juice, Kim, and me, we do panels on a regular basis, and we talk about bringing worth back to our women in our community. That's one of the things we promote. Couture Bay,
Absolutely.
thank you so much for your thoughts, Juice. Couture Bay,
Listen,
wrap it up for us.
listen, men, y'all are put in these positions, and the world say you have power, but a lot of y'all were doing the bending for Diddy. Little Rod, listen,
Ooh.
don't be ashamed. Live in your truth. Just like Juice Talk said, you don't need a Gucci bag to be worth something. You don't have to put up with someone doing things to you because you want to make it in an industry where you were already successful and had a name. Remember, when your parents gave you a name, you were successful. That is your birthright to the
Amen.
world. So I need our men to step up. I need our men to step up so these women can step up. Because when the men are scared of the men, guess what happens? A trickle down
Ooh.
effect. Fear has a way of taking over the subconscious of people and affecting a population. Hence why so many, for so many years, were enslaved. Now that we're free, so many of y'all are willing to be enslaved by people who don't even understand the sauce and don't know the flavor. But those are my final words. I hope y'all have a beautiful Throwback Thursday. I
Yes.
can't wait till Sunday. Sunday fun
Yes.
day. So
Thank
it's
you
gonna
to
be
all my
awesome.
queens. I appreciate every last one of you and the way you support me in the Naughty Love movement. This is what it's all about right here. Bringing worth and value back to our community. Stop these games. Stop these games. You do not have to sell your soul to the devil to be successful. And this is a
Mm-mm.
panel of women that's proof of it.
For sure.
Amen.
All right, ladies. Well, I'll see
All
you
right,
guys
ladies,
on
you all have a
YouTube.
wonderful day.
Y'all
Have a
all
blessed
have a
day,
beautiful,
y'all.
blessed day.
All right. Love y'all. Be safe.
Love you too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Whew. You never know where the Naughty Love movement going to go. Well, let the spirit move you, Naughty crew, as you move through your day. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the show and learned some valuable lessons. And as you move through your day, make sure you
Ever in life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
Make sure you stand on business 10 toes down. And don't get
You ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up.
Don't get swallowed up by the evils of the world, Naughty Crew. As you can see, so much is being exposed and revealed. Protect yourself. Stay prayed up. Use your logical minds and don't allow nobody to play with you. And to all my haters,
and I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I thank y'all too. Y'all keep the wheels turning over here. Just make sure y'all engage in the channel. Even the people in the bushes. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Share my content on your different social media platforms. We are blowing up over here at the Naughty Love Movement. I believe in my brand. I believe in me. And I believe in the message that I'm trying to put out there to the world. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.